What is Maccabi to me? So I would sum it up like this. I don't know that there's one thing I can say, but I know when you have that feeling when you go back to your college and you see all these familiar faces and that you've kind of grown up around, they feel like family, where you have so many memories tied to, that's Maccabi for me. I think whenever I come back here, it's family, it's love, it's from people that I do and don't know. Like it's a tremendous feeling. And add to that, relationships to me is what it's all about. Relationships with people like you, my teammates, people outside of basketball. My family, I grew up in Maccabi. I was married a year before I came here. Had 2 sons during my whole time here. My youngest son was born here in Tel Aviv. And so, the ties are just tremendous. And then, obviously, Shimon, Maccabi, everybody around it. It's just an amazing organization with an amazing fan base in an amazing city. And I was blessed that I didn't have to start in some other team and work my way up and hopefully get an opportunity here. This was my first stop, so unbelievable. And everywhere I go around the world, as I'm sure you guys do, you get stopped by Maccabi fans or people that support Maccabi and cheer for them, and they have their stories of where they were and all the big events and championships and things like that. And it's just a great feeling. All the people, I have a story for you. This is Maccabi. So this is 2010. I'm in Miami with Cleveland. I'm in Miami. We're all eating. We have a little team dinner or whatever. And I happen to be sitting next to LeBron. So fans come in, and they're like, yo, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. And LeBron's like, all right, here we go. Anthony Parker. What in the world? So that's Maccabi.
There you go. Well, I think for all of us, probably Maccabi is, and I'll use a Hebrew term, shayachut. It's kind of a belonging. You belong to this program. And this program, when you're in it for more than a year, I'm talking about, as we have all been for extended periods, it gets inside of you. It becomes a real part of you, and you never really feel like it leaves you. So, that's the thing that more than anything else I sort of feel when I think about my experience. And also, like Anthony, I feel lucky and blessed to have been a part of this.
Yeah, I would add to that I think what's really telling of any organization program is when players move on, but they come back. And this is the place that when you've been here for more than 1 year or 2 years, that this is you. You're a Maccabi player. No matter where you go on to, where you move on to, people look at you as a Maccabi player, and those players come back, and that's the most telling thing, right, to me.
Me, still in my new job, I'm using this. You guys, as you know, every time I need a player, any help to convince him to come to Maccabi, to find out about Maccabi something, it's usually give the number of or Anthony or some guys that they can talk, and it always works. It always works because I know, guys, you are talking amazing about this club and about this place, and to describe Maccabi before every season, I'm showing the movie 76-77, starting of Maccabi legacy of Maccabi club and what's mean this club actually for the country of Israel, a country of people, that to understand why is this all around us happening, why all this we have all this support. You can understand that in that time period Maccabi started something, put on the map Israel country, show what is the pride, how to fight for the country. And since then, of course, Maccabi is one of the biggest ambassadors of Israel. The promotion of the country is amazing, and you can see it every time we are traveling. We have our fans. Every Final Four, all the city become Tel Aviv, Jerusalem. We make it our home place, and it's for me, for my family, it's home. It's of course. We have to come back to our President Shimon that is here since that time, and his spirit of actually pushing all us to succeed and to move on after every achievement or fail. it's really unique. You know, I have a story about this. When you remember this when we won in Moscow year after championship, and we came in the locker room. We were crazy, jumping out. We don't know what to do. It's okay. We give hands before we go celebrate. And Shimon is coming, guys. Great job, excellent. Celebrate. Another hour, we have Jerusalem. So I said, like, okay, I understand. We finished with one trophy. We put it there. Let's win another one, and that's Maccabi. You know, you put trophies is our play, our job, our mission. And I heard Shamluk saying once, second place is not a place. Actually, everything is connected to yellow. My start of career was with Plastica, that again had crosspath with Maccabi, then came back in Maccabi. Spent amazing 6 years, and then had a little bit detour around Europe. Then I get a call again to work with David. Unbelievable year, unbelievable. I can say overachievement after we can analyze what we did that year was really also something unique that I think is not enough, never was enough evaluated. We have these nice stories from our legacy, but this was something really, really unique season that we had so much ups and downs, but unbelievable characters and people around the team. But again, unique way how we handled all this and brought us to to amazing achievement. It was so, I think, amazing that people were out of shock. They didn't evaluate it. You know, they forget to put the coach picture on here.
That's amazing. We'll talk to your own Telbaz about that one.
Things about this, but so after that, of course, my career is my life is connected with Israel. My family is here. Maccabi is 24/7, and nothing changed. Not much changes.
So, I guess when I was getting towards the end of my career, I knew that I wanted to either go into broadcasting or front office. Coaching was never an option for me. Maybe it will be in the future, I don't know, but right now I know that was kind of what I wanted to do. So I, was kind of using my last couple of years to make connections and establish relationships, and just so happened the year I retired, they changed regimes in Orlando, and my agent reached out to Rob Hennigan, who's the GM there, and they had a relationship, and went in, interviewed with him, and he hired me. And it's been an unbelievable experience because, number one, we have a great group of people. Like, I love the people that we work with, and I've gotten to learn about the game in a completely new way. A lot of things that players don't really have to worry about, I have to think about, and it's been a great experience, and hopefully I'll continue to do it.
Well, obviously I'm still coaching players, but I can't remember too many guys like these two guys. The combination of character and personality and talent, skills, but above all of those things, the grasp of what it is that makes a team successful. Knowing and believing that if you can make the guy next to you a little bit better, or play a little bit harder, or even run a little faster because he knows he's going to get the ball on time, or he knows that cut is going to make the next guy open, and then there's a consequence to that, then you got something, And I was fortunate to be able to work with guys like this, and every day that I coach, I look for guys that can do some of those things. Very difficult to find those things all together in one player like these guys had, and very difficult, and even more difficult to have more than one of those players on your team at the same time. I mean, that's really, really unusual, and great coaches generally are a function of that. So that's my never-ending story, looking for that as much as I possibly can. Nico mentioned, I had that here in Maccabi in 2014. Not the talent, though, but the understanding of what it meant to be a team and get the most out of the team rather than the most out of the individual. You know, I'm still at it, still working. Happy to be here in Tel Aviv to play a game in honor of Anthony Paarker, together with Nick Vucic, his great teammate, and such a big part of Maccabi's history himself. You know, and be allowed to be a part of this this moment, because it is very special.
Thank you.
Good to see you, coach.
Mr. Nico, Mr. Paarker.
Good to see you, Coach. Always a pleasure.
And
Always.
good Maccabi tradition. I hope you lose tomorrow.
And I wouldn't expect it any other way.